Test, 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 test. Are we live? Are we good? I think we are. Greetings, people viewing this live stream. It is I, Scilabs, and today we're back with more Disco Elysium. I wanted to stream yesterday, but my computer was super fucky. And nothing on Steam worked, and also my computer, almost died. Which was very unfortunate. Drinking water. It's important. Also, again, every time I stream, my nose gets all sniffly. Okay. Anyway. So, what is it that we're going to be doing? Right. So, I went back and replayed the game up until where I left off. I made all the same choices, and only one thing changed, I think. But, what is it? Oh yeah, so we didn't report our badge missing. And in turn, we also didn't report that our, gun is missing. So when we went to the pawn shop, the guy didn't bring up anything about our badge, but we do still know that information. I doubt it's gonna cut that continuity out of it. But I decided, you know what, let's not get ridiculed by our associates, our fellow police officers and or detectives. I'm gonna solve the case, and I don't need a gun or a badge. I will... yes. Alright, anyway, it's early in the morning, so I'm being quiet because unfortunate circumstances. I can't be as loud, given my homestead. I'm gonna try something where I turn up the game audio on your end a bit and see if I can turn it down with my headphones. So, oh right, two things. There are two things that that are new. I'm not gonna go running around and do it, but long story short, in the backyard where the dead bodies hung, there is some sort of I don't know, dumpster or some other thing, and we could investigate it and talk, and we were told we could use the pry bar to open it, or we could ask the guy inside if he has a key for it. So we'll see about that. And also, in the backyard, I did open a hatch that leads to somewhere, because I actually got a dice roll, and then I was like, I haven't saved in a hot minute, so I'm just gonna go with it. So we're gonna go investigate that after we talk to this lady and then the barkeep over there.
Hello again, sweetie. I see you've met up with your colleague.
I did, madam.
The lieutenant nods politely.
Who's Sweetie? Does that mean you like me?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
I don't know what I look like.
But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides.
Aww.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
My nose. every time I stream. Also, I'm gonna stop reading the extra dialogue, cause fuck it.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
For the wacky enough for the motley crew? Nah. You seem to be in a chair. How do you like to roll, or how would you like to roll with me? I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am, or what I'm doing, or anything. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? Now let's just see the chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
What's a paraplegic?
It means I can't use my legs. I was in an accident some years back, injured in the line of duty, as they say.
Were you a rugby player? Were you a mountaineer? Were you a tightrope walker?
Nothing so extravagant, dear. Though what young girl doesn't dream of soaring over a crowd?
What did you do then?
I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention your wheelchair. Or could I become? We're dumb.
I hope not, although the work you are doing for all of us is quite dangerous.
Nod grimly or grimly. Someone has to do it. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad hanging out in a chair playing pinball. Nah, just
But not you. You're volunteering. So thank you, sweetie.
I'm sorry for being rude.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know. Nah, we're not gonna use any of those other ones.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Bye. Alright, let's go see if the guy has a key. Because originally Kim there told us, hey, like, there are two ways that we might be able to open up that hatch. One is using that pry bar you have, and the other, and it gave me an option of either use the pry bar or don't. And then he said, or we could talk to the guy inside. Also, I took the Hobo Cop thing like way late, so I literally just got it before saving. So we've got a long ways to go before we get to get access to Hobo Cop.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbours too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
What if I told you I am a hobo? Or soon to be one, rummaging through trash. Will you keep me out? He'll probably say yes. Doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor? We need those keys. Nah, we just need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Yeah, that's fine. I need a drink, no. I've seen something here at the thing I need to talk about. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here.
What thing?
I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union. Garte, is that his name? I don't know how to pronounce it necessarily. I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
Maybe I am a cook. I have a search warrant. But there may be something pendant to the investigation in the kitchen. Well, this is my best option, I guess.
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with...
He changes his
Fine,
mind.
okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
There's something else I want
What?
to ask about.
You feel like you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
So about that money I owe, I need a drink. Saw another thing. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here. I feel like I don't need to tell him. Alright, Kim, we gotta go. If you know how to leave a bench. No, I think my partner's just locked in. Does make me wonder if I run to the stairs, will he come with me? Oh, he'll find his way. Maybe he won't. Oh, he'll get teleported, actually. That's what'll happen. Well, I got you unstuck, Kim. Let's go. Doo-ba-doo. This.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Open the padlock with the key.
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
What's this? Open the lid.
Just the feeling. A warning from some part of you.
Aw, you're my main one. Bet you it's a raccoon.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Alright.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the boxes of carton. Pick at the rags. Search the food waste. Look under the
You
boxes.
see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Pick at the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Grab
As
them.
the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer.
Hi, Wisp. Lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty. Or empty. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for
A
it.
drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Bag the
This
shirt.
is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
A thrown out towel, a mug, that's all.
Alright, we should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It
I
could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Anyway, I am at college. Came back to college yesterday. Yay, Wisp. I shouldn't clap. Anyway. Sorry, what was that, Kim? I kind of zoned out because I was gonna read the Wisp message and then I didn't. We should go to the... he pronounced the name. Can I make you read it again if I click on it? No. The clothes in the trash. He knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel, the yard, or that one. Yeah, we need to ask the kids who put them here. You think someone from Whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key.
Let's
It's
ask.
just a small loose thread.
Let's ask the random kids here.
The fuck's he on about, kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
the lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Search the food waste.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels mostly, unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, what's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Ooh, pick it out.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
No, it can't be.
Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form.
A miserable-looking slip of paper sticks to the board.
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
It must have been cramping my style. It has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin? I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away. Someone from the Whirling threw it in the trash? I don't know. I'm boring. I'd rather not talk about it right now. No, I'm gonna play dumb.
Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime, or worse. Official notes sometimes contain informants' names, even undercover operatives.
Ooh, okay, I'll do that. Say nothing. I don't know, man. Sounds like an order. I don't take those. No, I'll say okay.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
I will, but first, that mug.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron,
An antique?
only in its social sensibility.
Take the mug. The lieutenant briefly glances at the mug, then returns his sight to the
You've
trash.
acquired an interactable item. Investigate.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Fun.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Yeah, I won't open the lid again. Alright. I'm just gonna check these off so we don't have blips anymore. Then, interactable things. This is a ledger you found in the trash. It's full of notes written in a man's dense cursive. Have a closer look. Maybe it can be salvaged to start keeping notes on the case? Maybe. Can I hold it? No. How do I interact with
It's
it?
the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Urinal. Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard.
Sorry, Wisp, I've been looking away. My cat Moon is here with me. Yay, Moon! How is the sigh? The sigh is... but I'll live.
It's a metaphor for you.
Inspect toilet paper, inspect the clip, I'm gonna inspect it all.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Maybe it's a kitchen tissue. Kitchen tissue? They look exactly the same.
If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue.
Let's be goofy, leave it on, it's cool.
Cool toilet paper. I mean kitchen tissue.
Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your fingers across the aluminum.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Hey, Lieutenant, what is this?
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
Interesting. What kind of information? How can I read it?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Ooh. Oh, it's probably your station address. Well, this is good to do.
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for example...
All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
Ooh. That's all, thank you.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, they're not exactly white.
Browse
They're
white
yellowed in
papers.
patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What is in there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
There's mention of a naming convention here. I have quite the naming convention.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, the unsolvable case.
More?
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Kim, my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
That's the one. No, I mean non-numeric one with titles. No, I'll say that's the one. Actually,
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out.
What happened to him?
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
Count the pages. I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Commit to paper.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager.
Cross out the ones you've already
A
finished.
satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our
No,
case?
actually. Any ideas?
The Hanged Man. The Furies are at home in the mirror. The Setting Sun. Shit on a Stick. Actually, I don't have one. The Hanged Man seems pretty fitting.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm
Yay.
going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Yo, 30 experience. He flips the pages of his notebook. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. Alright, I'm done inspecting these.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Browse the case files again.
Arson, petty theft, spousal.
Nah.
You don't exactly close them.
Browse the yellow
So, in the
papers.
back, you see thin, translucent copy paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out.
What types of forms are
3.
these?
The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
Misconduct fine.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
Station call.
These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Field
A
autopsy.
dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs.
Enough of these.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear.
Look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters, RCM.
Shake the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Peek inside.
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
Shake the ledger. How would I open it?
With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Smell the ledger.
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
Alright. I'm gonna put the ledger away for now. Just so I can save, because we've done a lot of stuff. Alright. And then back to it.
It's the ledger you found. Oh, and an incredibly cool piece of kitchen tissue
This
stuck to the back is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some, then crack it. The goddamn thing is stuck. The ledger quivers.
See,
in
I
your
know the white
hand
things we
as it
can come back
shakes,
to
the pages
later.
rustle.
So
This
it's not that
pathetic
bad.
Mess, suddenly afraid of you for some. It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together. Try again later.
Oh. Mug.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
There's quite a lot to read into here, actually. Look at all the content. Is the thing gonna be like either the victim or the culprit is a racist?
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. I'm going to push this into the face of every merchant I find and tell them this is your inane ideology. The mug will be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital to mask my badass hustling, i.e. fraud and embezzlement. The mug didn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore?
Understood. You're that kind of detective. Why don't you get back to your case?
Okay. Whoa. Okay, what do we want to upgrade? I know last time I did upgrade this, and since this is a new file, I haven't actually upgraded anything. I'll just keep my gut feeling. Yay. Oh, wait, could I revert it, like, after? Like, could I have reverted it to do the other things and then come back to it? Oh, well. Alright, now, I don't think we really actually talked to this kid last time.
Fuck does Kuno care?
The body, what do you know about it?
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Kim, help me out here. What do we want to know?
Pig's choking! He's totally choking!
Kim, help me out. What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
Do you know how it got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happening?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Oh, okay. Where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking
He looks around, trying to come up with something.
Mexico, or I don't know, some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Where is Night City? Okay, about the dead body.
Yeah. Kuno didn't smoke him, if that's what you mean.
Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno!
More on this later. Right now, let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
I want to discuss the body with you again. About the crime scene. You kids often play in this yard? I gotta ask, who is Kuno? Kuno, I found your shack. Oh, hold on. We'll get to that after.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
The dead man's clothes were in the trash container. How did they get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. It could lead to the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around. Alright, entertain me. What's so great about these pants? No, Kuno, I don't know anything about the tampering. I'm investigating and blah blah blah. Okay, this.
Hey, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
He unzips his jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic wrapped pants. They are graphite black and look brand new.
Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. Might be interested in the pants. Let's talk about this later.
Alright, Pico, shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno! He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno!
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There was also a mug in the trash.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Yes, does this racist mug have anything to do with it? Does this, adequate depiction of South Samaran, or a South Samaran man have anything to do with it? Yes, does this quaint, better not take out of its historical context mug have anything to do with it? Actually, talking about this makes me uncomfortable. Let's back up a notch.
Back out of this shit with Kuno.
Back out and take your fat ass with you!
That ladder yours?
No, it's not fucking Kuno's. It's ancient. Look at it.
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno! He says you climbed the ladder up to your magic treehouse!
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Kuno doesn't have a magic treehouse.
What's in the greenhouse over there?
Dunno. Kipta's gardener used to work there.
Hold on, the gardener used to work there?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
Wait, what did you mean by kipped?
Look it up in the library. Kuno's not a fucking dictionary. Fucking small brain. Kuno means the gardener, alright?
You mean the one, or the young woman by Whirling Rags? That gardener?
Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Might have questions for you later. For now, let's talk about something
Yeah,
else.
whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Kuno, I found your shack. Yeah, let's just bring it up.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I pushed the panels aside. I phase shifted through the roofing material.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
He can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
He says to himself, then turns to
How
you.
did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
I've heard enough of this. Could I get into the harbor from the roof?
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just got a fly, pig.
Is that it? Easy? I've got to jump to get in there. Or I've got to jump to get in there? At my age, in my condition?
Not everyone can fly like Kuno. You're old. You'll never make it. Moose piss has made you scared in the head.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
Sick. I've heard enough of this.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Alright, I feel like there's more I could ask, but I'm gonna leave it at that.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright, Kuno, thanks. And you... I never talked to you in the last stream.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
Take one step closer.
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
What are those strange words you use, girl? Hey, kid. Child, converse with me. You there, behind the fence. Child, converse with me.
Was the case they gave me.
She almost vanished behind the fence. Only, the top of her hat remains.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
What are those strange words you used, girl?
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing her. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, hold
I'll die
on.
before I squeal, pig.
Hey, kid.
What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Get the fuck out of her face. You got done. Talk to me.
Nah.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
You there, behind the fence.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
Great. Actually, I will ask Kuno real quick.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I gotta ask, who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
The boy points at his chest with both thumbs. So you refer to yourself in third person? Kuno? Is that some kind of gang name? Got it.
Shoot that shit at Kuno, pigonaut.
Yeah, I don't have
Kuno
anything
doesn't
else.
fucking...
Yeah, Kuno doesn't fucking care. I get it. Oh, you know what? We should return the key before I forget. I want to be a good egg. A goodie. Run! Hello, bartending man. I has
help
key
you?
for you. Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking. Or in a fugue state. I thought it said fugitive at first, but it did not. Could someone on your staff have put them there? Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. Thank you
Alright.
anyway.
Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Well, the thing is, this was a week ago, right? So can you really vouch for somebody for, like, a week ago when this happened? Alright, thanks. Let's talk about something else.
Yes?
Money, drink... Another thing... Nah, that's it. Bye-bye. Ooh, it's almost time that we get to go into the kitchen. So, let's talk to the gardener, then go to Kuno's little place that I actually haven't been in.
I can't believe it's snowing again.
The young woman watches the falling snow and sighs.
It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
Never mind. She doesn't have any extra dialogue from the information we learned. Then to Kuno's little secret area, which is over here. A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere? I wasn't thinking about taking it. I swear. I was just thinking about justice. I've heard amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective? No, I'll say the first.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However...
He points to the ladder in the corner.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
So that's the ladder that he was talking about. Poster says, get out of the way or get fucked up. Cured pig's head. It looks mummified. An empty tube of magnesium supplement. Ooh, thing over here. Hello, thing. Money. Yoink. Nothing else I can interact with besides this ladder. There's a shirt up there, but I doubt I can get it from here. Oh, never mind. I'm apparently finding my way over. Where am I? I clicked on the bulb there. Never mind, I'll just pathfind to it real quick.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Look, Lieutenant. Someone left his cloak behind.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment.
He judges the drop.
You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Ooh, I'm gonna die. Look around. What exactly are we doing up here? Do you really think that this cloak is mine? Should I go for it? Jump? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to jump. Look around.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance. Over. Then he
Whoops.
turns back to the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind.
Look around. What exactly are we doing up here?
What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought that was our intention. Or it could be that we are just exploring.
Do you really think this cloak is mine? Should I go for it? Jump?
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it?
He looks over the ledge at the cold pavement below.
Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
Right behind you. Nah, I'm stupid, but I'm not gonna be that stupid this time. Actually, I should be good to just move like this. There we go. This is what I clicked on, but it wouldn't let me do it. I want to interact. This doorway is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Okay, I take it I have no way of getting over there. The bucket! Oh, I know where we are now. That's not a bucket, that's a postcard. But I wanted the bucket. Oh well. Yeah, there's nowhere else for me to go up there. And I take it there's nothing else I can really do from... Oh! Hold on, there's a box. I am very lost. Sick. Oh, it's a health thing. Okay, here's the thing. I am not going to commit to this actual choice, but I just really want to watch myself fumble. Unless I get that 3%.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for
Okay,
their
I'm
own.
gonna die. Damn.
Nope, no. That's still
Dude,
too high.
I rolled
What
two
were you thinking?
5s.
You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
I'd have to roll 2 6s. I rolled 2 5s. I was so close. Morale critical. Heal yourself now.
You could have died there.
Oh.
Shit. I'm failing you. This wasn't part of our deal.
Hey! What happened?
So if I need to heal, I have to actually, like, use it within the given time. I'm alright, Kim. I just can't do it right
I
now.
understand. We can always come back when you...
Well, hold on a moment. Oh, I got items, right, this. Cool. Right, I wanted to see if any of my clothes help. Okay, no, but they do hinder. So let's take off my pants. And take off the shoes. What are my... Oh, well, I can't check my chances now. Let's try that again. I am very committed to finding out how this works. Right, so what was it again? It was the pants and shoes. So restraining.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught.
Let's do
No one has
it.
claimed it for their own.
Damn, still not good enough. I can't even stop it.
Nope.
What do I need for this one? Oh, I still needed 12 anyway. Modifiers +1, So yeah, I'd still need to roll double 6s. So we will just continue from this point. Also, yeah, look, item, new item. Alright, let's go, Kim. We got shit to do. I would love to go over. There we go. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Still not gonna investigate the body. Sign.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
I don't want to read all these, but I'm going to, so I have the
An
information.
off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Oh no.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid game.
Plaisance, it's me. Please open the door. I'm trying to get in. This is police. Please open up. Sorry, I was just trying random doorbells. I didn't have anything important.
Please don't do that. Doorbells are not toys, and this one isn't even working properly. Please don't call us again. Thank you.
Goodbye.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Empty card.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Alright. Well, that's something to make note of for later. I also noticed that there was stuff that I, hadn't checked in the areas that I was at before, much like in the
Inside,
Kuno
you see a
area.
set of steering levers, a radio microphone,
I want to see
a pull-out
this.
toolbox, and the soft
Kim, how do
glow
I
of
turn on the
fuse.
headlights?
Alright. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canema comes to life with a whiny growl.
Press the button labeled headlights.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done.
Pick up
You just
radio.
need to stand in front of the machine now.
Run your fingers over the steering wheel. Alright, cool.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the shimmering street grid. Look at the perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the different rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
Not bad. What about the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them individually.
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200.
What about the last
The
row?
last row has 3 perforations.
3, that's it?
That's it.
Look at the shimmering street grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Canema's headlights.
Wait. Look around you. Where are we on this?
Let me see.
He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
He says, his finger near the top of the map on a segment of the coast jutting out into the great ocean. Seems nice, seems like a shithole. I'm sure I've seen worse.
Oh, yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt-out quarter.
Hey Kim, what do all these holes mean? Yeah, I was very confused by that part.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Got drunk like a megastar. I walked the land telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. I was a hobo who lived under a boat. Probably some boring office job, same as everyone else. Excuse me. I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time. Do you really think I have any idea? I was a hobo.
You know, the RCM is a volunteers organization. We would have no qualms with vagrants joining our ranks were they qualified. But let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see, wow, more than 200.
Is that a lot? I would have thought there'd be more.
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
So you're saying I used to be a super cop? I used to be good. That's some solace, I guess. What's the last number? I don't think I can ever re-become this person. This one.
Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
I was expecting a higher number, honestly. That's not too many, so I'm a killer.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you ever killed anyone, Kim? How do you handle the strain? Thanks for this. Have you ever killed anyone?
Yes.
He says, declining elaboration. How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
He gives you a meaningful look.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what? Maybe I should find a hobby? Hobbies are lame. Maybe I should find a hobby.
Anything's better than annihilating yourself with drugs and alcohol.
True. Thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Okay, let's go. Put the ledger away.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
Yay.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page to the right of the task description.
Let's see. I actually just ignored what it told me. This? Oh, here we are. Cool. To the kitchen we go. Moon has been wanting lots of attention since we got here. Love that. Kitchen. I should save, actually. I know it just auto-saved. But I should save. The dishes are drying. They smell of chemicals and pine trees. What's this? Money. Taking money from the establishment so I can pay off the establishment.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook.
Continue.
As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek.
I wouldn't even know those are words.
It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy Kubek. Sounds representative.
Ah, Gorasi, I have some questions. Mr. Kubrick, hello, sir. Got time for a few questions?
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
You've got some impressive pots there. I don't think I have impressive
He
pots.
smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Touch the door. Try to push on the door. I wonder where this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
I am drawn to its cobalt blue. It's part of the whirling in rags. There's something about this place that makes me want to know. Out of duty, we may find something pertinent to the investigation. You're right, it's not that important. Let's go.
Yes. I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough. As a side investigation.
Yeah, some mini side investigation. No, the door is a mega investigation. Door is the main investigation. Will merge into a stereo investigation. I'll just say mini side.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Touch the door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
I won't push on the door. I feel like the guy isn't going to be in our favor, though. Also, random thing. How's Hobocop coming along? Damn it, I think if I was on my main file, where I got this straight away, I would have been almost done. Guess I don't get to be a Hobocop for a hot minute. Hello, sir.
Can I help you?
Drink.
Another thing. Great.
There's a mysterious
I love
blue
those.
steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it? Do you have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He runs his fingers across the counter to check for dirt. Is he, like, super clean or something?
Nope, no idea. Don't want to either.
There's something else I want to talk about.
Yes?
That's a lie. Goodbye. Alright, well, good. We at least got to check the kitchen when we decided to come and check the kitchen. Now, where to go? I mean, we have options. However, I'd very much like to, go back to the bookstore and continue this. Hello there, madam. Annette, it's been a long time. Hello. Did I even talk to you on this file?
I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I
Shoot.
have so much homework now.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna save because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure the last time I was here, I did successfully, win this check, and I am
Hi,
not
ex-detective.
letting that
Are you
go.
here for more books?
You have absolutely no idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard again.
Let's try again. Again, I don't want to reset like this on Disco Elysium much. I'm just
Hi,
wanting to get
ex-detective.
what I'm
Are
pretty
you
sure
here
I
for
got
more
last
books?
time.
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Hang on, so you know me? We've met before?
Yes, I used to stand out there all the time, before Mother told me to focus on my homework. You've been running around all week, sir, sometimes without your shirt on, asking people questions. I haven't really understood what about.
Did I ever talk to
Of
you?
course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
I doubt that. What do you mean better? I look like shit. Thanks, I'm trying.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
Party eyes?
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
Does that mean I've been partaking in narcotics? The girl doesn't know what she's talking about. Forget about it.
Don't leave us hanging like that, man. Open yourself to the experiences of the world.
No.
Expand your consciousness with amphetamines.
No. So, why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with?
I didn't know I had to do that.
I don't really like this detective deduction game anymore. Thanks, I've learned something new, or something about myself today.
I'm glad I could help you, sir.
What are you doing now?
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess. Oh, I found something while you were away.
Oh, the hat!
I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean.
Where'd you get
Just what Dick
it?
Mellon would ask. I got it
It's
for
a
baby.
fedora.
Right, I have to get back to my...
Okay, see you
Hi,
around.
ex-detective.
Okay, bye. Damn it, I just wanted to get the stuff that I already got before. Alright, let's put on the hat. Yay. I still don't like this fedora. It's too wide-brimmed for my liking. Or maybe it's just like the angle that I'm seeing it. Actually, it's not so bad. It feels more like stretched out like a cowboy hat than like more enclosed like other fedoras. Hello, lady. Do you have any new information for
You're
me?
alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
Hold on, I actually haven't done anything yet. I just wanted to ask a few questions.
What about?
Farewell. I want to continue this subplot, even though I might not have the means to do it.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Pull the curtains.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Oh!
A small terrified O escapes from... I'm just gonna call her Pla. Pla, as she tries her best to look away, her round face buried in her hands. Look, things and stuff. Ghostly silhouettes of hairdryers. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. And this
A
doorway.
heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Knock on the door.
Only an echo. No one is there.
Unlock the door with the key.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
Kim, maybe you should go first. Open the door and enter. Well, that's interesting. Ball. It is a shot put ball. I was gonna say shot put ball, but then I was like, no, it might just be like some sort of weightlifting ball. Sand is dripping from the punch bag. Oh, Kim has something to say.
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. It's an adventure. It's the netherworld beyond the veil. Looks like a gym to me.
Yes, but no one's been here in ages.
He draws a stripe on the dusty floor with his
I
foot.
doubt the electricity still works. We should find a flashlight if we want to go on. There should be one in my kinema.
Damn it, I thought I shouldn't take everything with me.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
What if there's a reason why no one's been here for ages?
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now, let's go get the flashlight, shall we?
Yes, this is very crucial. Right after I look at some other things, some other bits of information. Poster says Sidious Fortis, the rest is worn off. I always hate reading things because I feel like I'm going to say them wrong. Worn out wall bars, they look unsafe.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. Why does it feel so familiar?
Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter? No.
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone.
I'm not gonna lift it on a 3%. Shot put ball. Ball used for playing shot put. A favorite pastime of elderly gentlemen. You feel like you should hold on to this and make good use of it. To sell such beautiful old school sports equipment would be a sin. But that's what I might just do. Maybe not now, but eventually. Out the door we go. This is very crucial to our investigation of that murder that happened. It has no relation. I do hate when the ring is just kind of around your head.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox,
Pull-out
and a metallic drawer
toolbox.
slide
Take
before a
it.
rust, weatherproof, and lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering lever.
Okay, let's get rid of the cutters for now. Oh! Cool. I mean, I hate this, but also, hold on. We're having a brain moment. The damage looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake. This actually feels like this could be really useful and let us find things at random. Hi there. Wow. Now it gives me a reason to go look back at the other places. Want to see if it gives me another blip. Any blips? No. The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. Ooh. Deer skull. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Airship rotors covered in spiderwebs. They remind you of blades. Mannequins. This is rather eerie. A naked mannequin torso, strange yellow color. Oh, look at all the stuff we can interact with. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, moth bitten. Money. Cha-ching. Cabinet. Money. Cha-ching. Can I get that? Alright, we walk around. Money. Cha-ching.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
Continue.
Radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
Do you think I should turn it on?
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
Turn on the
The
machine.
machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Look inside the
It's
compartment.
empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
The lieutenant notes, observing the machine. Press play.
Nothing happens.
Press play again.
Nothing happens.
Press print.
Nothing happens.
Press print again.
Nothing happens.
Alright.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin. And even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind?
Maybe.
One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the welkin. This is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist.
My headphones
The
fell
note
off.
says, all non-welkin races will be purged.
Oh, I'm just stretching a bit here.
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
Why would anyone spend so much time on this? Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. One of them is a Welkin supremacist. Well, this has been educational. No, why would anyone do this?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
Who are these creatures?
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
I'm gonna leave the supremacist thing out.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
Inspect the
The
photos.
photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal, albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
I just thought about something. Okay, no, it's fine. Inspect schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money.
So if this happened from last year, then does the lady know about that? Has she been here for a year or longer? Excuse me, I don't remember if she gave us those details, but if she's been here for longer and also doesn't have anything to do with this, it's either going to be the husband did something, or somebody's been living in her walls.
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
The lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness.
The note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Inspect the note.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe."
Let's look at this now.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
You're dealing with something medical here? This must be an elaborate piece of art. Of course, narrow your eyes. The anatomy of the curse.
Perhaps. The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
Wait, who's the Game Master? If it's a game, then who's playing?
Someone very important.
If it's a game, who's
Whoever
playing?
decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Why do they say that?
The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Sorry, again, I'm not good at processing stuff unless I actually read it out loud to myself. Schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding. What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Boop. Hello, Kim.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Someone tried to exorcise the curse using technology. Looks like an undercover counterintelligent program. It's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making? Looks like an undercover counterintelligence program. I don't know if this is a one option. I'll go with this.
No, that's not it. I think
The lieutenant takes a step back, steeping his hands.
it looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Oh. How were they planning to do that? Has anyone ever done this before? This was a role-playing game? What do you think happened to the company? Has anyone ever done that
Not
before?
to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
How were they playing or planning to do
Through
that?
call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
This was a role-playing game?
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
From reality, but... The lieutenant tilts his head, thinking. They were insane if they thought they could do this. It was just a play to cheat money out of their investors' pockets. The curse got them. I see no other explanation. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep big company. Let's finish it. Curse got him.
Ah, yes. The doom of bad business practices.
The lieutenant looks around the derelict room. The pipes howl, and a rat crosses the floor.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Let's keep moving. Circle. Scribbled across a notebook. Developers of the most advanced RPGs in the universe. Is it going to have dead bodies? New angle. Fun. Oh, there was stairs. Yo, more things. Yo, more things. I should save. Boop. Hello there, giant bear statue. Okay, it looks like more interesting stuff is down that way, so we'll worry about this first.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside. He is nowhere near here.
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Look inside
It's
the
dark
furnace.
and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing?
The lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I'm hallucinating, or maybe it's the entity. I hear the murderer of the hanged man talking. I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Smear your hands with coal. Those voices I heard. Maybe it's the thing that the lady said lives in the chimney. Ooh, hold on. Yell hello into the furnace. Hold on, super gonna save. Listen, I don't wanna again, I don't want to save scum for things like this, but also I wanna do it.
You muster all your strength and yell.
No, we are doing this. I want to yell hello. I don't want to come all the way back here. Because I'm going to forget about it.
A thick layer of coal dust covered. You muster all your strength
Damn it.
and yell.
Listen, we got this. I believe in us.
A thick layer of coal dust. You muster all your
Damn
strength.
it. I'm a gambling man, except nothing is on the line except my time. Autosave.
Of coal dust. Something
Yeah.
breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease.
Hello, you hear a woman's voice answer.
You've awakened the entity.
This is the police. Who's there? I summon the ghost of this doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
Safety curtain on the second floor.
After you, officer.
Smear your hands. Those voices. I'm gonna not smear my hands. The wall collapsed. It's inaccessible now. Well, they said something about a thing on the second floor, but we'll get to that after.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red.
Spooky. Also just fixing something real quick. Oh, come on. What is this thing? It looks like a giant ice
The
bear.
lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door.
Crack open the door.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Relax, Kim. It's a fridge. Now, let's just look
The
inside.
shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Take the note. Examine one of the ice cream wrappers. What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. So they tried to sell ice cream from this?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The lieutenant points at the red snaky cable. Or sneaky? Cable running... Oh, it's probably snaky. From the fridge. I was gonna say, this thing's powered. Oh yeah, there's the cable. Maybe that's why there's so much, like, financial burden.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Examine one of the ice cream
A
wrappers.
friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
Take the note from the door.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Close the door and leave. Read the note.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
The lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder.
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the offsite copy of the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Suliswaf.
I wonder who wrote that note. Remind me again, what's a filament memory? Who's the illiterate ginger kid? Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be? What's this
It
again?
belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
Cool. I wonder who wrote the note. Illiterate ginger kid?
Really? You don't have a single guess?
The lieutenant looks at you, the corner of his mouth curved into a smug grin. I assume it has to be Kuno, right? Oh, it says right there, you mean Kuno?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
I wonder who wrote that note.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe they had to leave in a hurry. Maybe it's because of the entity.
That's implausible.
Oh. Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Alright, cool. Let's investigate this. An ice cream maker, defrosted and unplugged. Is this on this side or the other side? Alright, sick. Take all. A frozen ice cream maker that's still running. Oh, hold on, I can interact with it now.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Turn the ice cream crank.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur.
Oh.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Unplug giant red cable.
An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now.
I don't know if I want to undo the ice cream maker, but then again, I guess there's not really much of a reason.
Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
It's black. It's not like it's the red one. Because it's black, the color of the immeasurable cosmos. I don't know why I unplugged it. I do things without any reason.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has one cable missing. Somewhere, a machine hums along with the current, happy and contented.
I put it back in, Kim. I just was worried about the electricity bill, but if you're so worried about this, then you worry about that.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
No, well, maybe if we left it unplugged for X amount of time, maybe something would change. Looks like there's more stairs. But first... Whoa. Thing. I thought that was a bulletproof vest at first. So it looks like my choices are drama or physical instrument. I'm a bigger fan of drama. Intercom wires running into the breaker box. I'm gonna go up these stairs. Oh. Okay. Back in then. Coins! I love money. There's a thing here. A cellar window. People's feet shuffling on the street. Shuffling by on the street. Alright, that appears to be that. So now we have to get to the second floor so we can find whoever it was that was talking up there. What'd they say? There was some sort of sheet? Or not a sheet, but something that they moved? Is this it? Stairs. Was this accessible before? Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Can I get the shoes? No? No. Alright. Cans. Postcard. I will take the postcard. Hello there, you. This tray is full of dice, colorful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice.
Hello, I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald lights shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now.
Hold on, what do you mean by Milius? You must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window. Why are you asking me about dice?
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure, I like role-playing games, and I need dice. Maybe. I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly. No, I was looking for something else. Squint your eyes mysteriously. Answers? Oh, answers, like in air quotes. I'm not interested in buying dice right now. I'm a police officer and I need to ask some questions. Not this.
Answers? How strange. These days people only come to me for dice and role-playing games. I'm not sure how helpful I'll be, but go ahead and ask.
How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
Bye, Wisp.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Yay. Okay, I'd like to order a die from you. What do you know about... Wait, can this actually affect, like, my dice rolls? Oh well, what do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here. The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
Last Sunday evening.
I'm sorry, Detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by daily ruckus? And you never took your eyes off the work to look out the window? Do you often work Sunday nights?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She stops to try and come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike. But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
And you never took your eyes off of the work to look out the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I see. Thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Hey, where are we anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Is she, like, homeless and she's, like, squatting?
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
The lieutenant looks around at the spacious room, its ceiling fading into the shadows above. I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Wait, how do you explain what happened to all those companies then? Lady is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady?
Yes.
I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going. The curse is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, everyone will fail. I don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's what I'm here to investigate.
All right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the Whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on, the Whirling is part of the doomed commercial area? Yes, but it's still a separate building. The malicious energies can't reach there. No, the Whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off, and customers have trouble paying bills. You're right, the Whirling doesn't really look like it's been cursed.
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East of the Commerce Central project.
Yes, but still a separate building. No, you're right.
And then there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there, scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
I can't hear that without thinking about Sonic. Anyway, Lady thinks it's because you're the source of it. A malignant entity. It's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. The curse will get you. Have no doubt about it. It just doesn't care about earthly time frames. I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in this so-called curse. Now I'll say number one.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity?
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
I think it still might be you that's causing this. Narrow your eyes very, very mysteriously. I mean, the only thing I feel like she could directly be getting in the way of is like the board games for like the stuff going on. She's making up pieces for people, but I don't know. Otherwise, I'm not really like that. I'm starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Honestly, I'm still not sure. This world is a puzzling place.
Is it now? I've always thought it's a rather mundane and boring place with no supernatural surprises in sight. Well, if you ever find a way to explain all those inconsistencies in the curse, let me know.
Alright. Do you know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
There used to be a hair salon here, right? What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
And who was this
A
guy?
kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym as his way of giving back.
Wanted to look at a thing. Alright, I have since looked at thing. Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club. How did that community project work out? Judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work, did it? How'd it work out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines. Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
There used to be a hair salon.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
Ooh. Alright, what's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customers should have been more open-minded. I would never let anyone touch my hair, not even if my life depended on it. I guess I'm a simple man. I don't really have any options on hairstyles. Or any opinions on hairstyles.
Me neither. I just want it off my face.
What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff medias. Who would have guessed? And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool, very cool about the debris. But what's a snuff? It's a shame about those windows. I'm not even going to ask about the...
It's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Okay.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts laying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs. Anything else?
I found a creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
You know, this is very unfortunate. I'm enjoying this game, but also, I think the lack of, like, actively doing things is actually making me tired, and I don't like that. I'm enjoying this, but, like, I'm struggling for how I'm gonna sit during this. I'm struggling to, like, maintain focus on what's actually being said. I'm just blanking out and letting things run through. And I'm just like, ugh. I'm too sleepy. Too much of a sleepy boy to do these. Flipping, turning, moving. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. I don't know if this will make it any better. Insect rights activists? What in the name of... I didn't know insects had any rights or activists.
Yeah, the Attila didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I'm glad that someone took care of the little guys. I like insects. But insects don't have any brains or feelings. They got what they deserved. Making clothes out of beetle wings is a terrible idea. I'm glad someone took care of the little guys.
Really? Anyway.
She looks at the window where a dead fly is lying on its back, legs curled up. In a bow tie. What? I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up her
They were an
face.
interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean liberal? What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chat behind her curtains on a cigarette or cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive. Really, they must have been on a giant ego trip.
That's what I thought. Because when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep up new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
Well, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard. That's too bad. I would have supported them. Project looks great. You're right. They should have just tried harder. They had everything needed to succeed.
Still, not everyone is going to make it. That's the nature of the game.
She tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic desk. That's the initial game.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Anything else?
There was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a
The
story.
place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Now ask me about their other ideas. Alright, what about their other ideas?
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth.
Alright.
And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
She leans back, disapproving. What did they expect? 20 cents per hour is dog's pay. I'm surprised they showed up to work at all. That's an award-winning idea. How else do you choose people around you? I don't have an opinion on employing teens. I just want to do work out for the business.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand. And they already had the bear.
She closes her eyes, as if remembering something painful. What about the bear? It didn't work out?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Ravachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Nods solemnly. It's the market doing its job. I'm sure the bear was doing its best. The bear was scary. Every time I saw the bear, I felt scared. Like it could come or become alive at any moment now. I killed the bear. I'm gonna say I'm sure the bear was doing its best.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean. He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
Megatherion?
Megatherion, a mega wild beast.
What's a mega wild beast? Very cool, but I don't want to hear. No, what's a mega beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
I don't do drugs. I do drugs. I've got a vision beast myself. I don't do drugs.
Very good. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Yay. She seems almost sad finishing the story. Some dust beams swirl in the afternoon air. Her eyes follow idly.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
I found the building's intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
So you're telling me that the doorbell with the empty name card was yours?
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. Sure, I'm listening.
That's it.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
I'm gonna... More
I'm listening.
questions? I have
I'm
more.
pretty sure.
No.
I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified.
Bye. Alright. So, what I want to do... Name unknown, rank unknown. Alright. Good cop, bad cop, honor, moralist, ultra. So is this me? Is this stuff about me? Anyway, I think I'm gonna, like, worry about talking to the lady. The bookstore lady, and then I'm probably gonna end it, because I think Disco Elysium is something I'm gonna have to do, like, spaced out, because this is really making me dread. Like, I love this game so far, and I really like the stuff that it looks like it'll hold, and I like how there's so much dialogue, but also, I am just so tired. Alright. I take it I can't level this one up again because it's all blanked out. Now, I don't necessarily have to use one of these right now, but... Suggestion... Cops, intimidate, understand others, hold yourself together. I've been getting in a lot of the yellows, especially this one. Sneak under their noses, stun with immense. Nah. I'll be empathetic. Yay. Alright. Well, Kim, I guess we can go then. Do we have anything else? Nothing over here. Then there's those walls again. Oh, hold on. We never checked this thing. Hello, things. Steel rotor blades bearing a Slipstream logo. Production schedule. Alright. Skis with Slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. Nyom. Nyom. While having the light might be a good idea, I will be putting my other thing back in. Boop. I am curious, can we still enter without a light? We can. No, we can't.
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Fair point, yes, totally obvious. Flashlights go in hand. Stare your hand uncomprehendingly.
Yes, you might even call it a feature of the universe that you need to hold tools to use them.
I love this. That makes so much sense.
Right. Now let's get to it.
Some areas are inaccessible.
Alright, yeah, I figured. Do you have more to say, Kim? No, it was just if we were in the dark room. Hello, lady. I'm gonna talk to her first. Hi, Annette.
Hi, Ace Detective.
Nothing's going on with you. Goodbye, Annette.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there?
The dark
In that
sarcophagus. Pause dramatically.
Yes. How was it?
It was a charnel house of failed business enterprises leeching life energy from this bookstore. Honestly, a dump. Nothing to see there, just heaps of garbage. Someone should let the sunshine in. I am in no position to give out personal opinions. Now I'll do number 1.
I knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us.
She shakes her head.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
I talked to the entity. You told me about her. Her name is Nia, and she's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
She's not a sorceress, or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you. No, ma'am, I have felt her aura. She is not the one to blame for this curse. She may be involved, but I don't have a way to question the entity further. I'll say the truth.
Understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
She looks perplexed. She says there is no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. The source of the is in the taxidermist's shop. He became involved in arts darker than taxidermy, and brought the void spirits down upon this place. Honestly, I don't have an answer yet. There are still leads to be followed, like that strange radio computer thing. There is another entity, more malignant, pulling the strings in Martinez. Perhaps in my travels I will cross paths with it. Honestly, I don't know if I have the answer yet.
You're telling me that you went in there and didn't find out anything about the curse?
She looks disappointed.
Of course. I should have known better than to put my hopes on a man like you. You're no Simonese ghost whisperer. You're an alcoholic. The investigation's over. I don't want you going in there anymore. You're only angering the psychic weather in here. Now, if you're not going to buy anything...
She turns to face the door, waiting potently for customers.
Total psychic collapse between you two right now.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can
What
we go now?
What if I want to buy a book?
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go.
Does she... She fiddles with her pendant. Is she thinking she can control us with the pendant to buy things? So what types of books do you have? Okay, I'll take another look.
Smiles and nods.
Goodbye. I hate that I failed her, but oh well.
Hi, Ace Detective.
You got nothing more for me, Annette. I'm leaving you to do your homework. And I guess on that note, like I said, I was going to end it when I was done with that. Because again, really enjoying Disco Elysium. But it's also a game that is like leaving me feeling very tired. And I don't know if that's because of life or because of the game itself. Because I know some games don't always keep me that wide awake. But it's like 1 in a million. But it's like, I also know my sleep has just been getting hurt and life things have just been bleh. So I could also just be really tired. But yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. So thank you all for coming out. Appreciate it. I'm gonna go quickly see a thing. By a thing, I mean see if there's any Twitch channels that are live and playing this game, ideally. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Disco Elysium. And then I'm gonna look up specifically VTubers, cause I am biased. There are 2 other VTubers playing. There is VTuber who has high view count, or VTuber who has same view count as me. I will go for this one. Oh, they're like right where I left off, I think. No, they're not. Oh well. Their name, Carrie Neck. Like CARRYNEK. Raid this person. I'm probably not going to hang around their stream for too long because it does look like they're further ahead in the game than I am. But we're going to raid them. So thank you all for coming out. Appreciate it. La-di-da. I don't know what my plan is streaming this forward because, like, I don't want to do that. But for one, my setup is awful for playing a game like this. Because I'm sat in bed, and I can't, like, sit up straight. I don't have, like, a chair or anything. And I can't just use the wall, because it's a bit problematic. So it's like, I'm kind of limited to slouching or lying down, and it's just, it puts me, like, it lulls me to sleep. So, I don't know, I might put a pin in this and come back to this game in the future. But anyway, I'm gonna go now, so thanks for coming out. Take care, show this person some appreciation, and I will see you whenever I next see you playing who knows what. Bye-bye.